movies of the area, movies that Jack dug out of our vault, and it could be a little of anything. It's going to be fun. Anyway, now I'm going to turn this over to Jack.
Okay, you all probably have home movies at home, Super 8, 8 millimeter, some maybe even have 16 millimeter. Now, if you haven't looked at them in a long time, go home and check them. See if they smell like vinegar. If they smell like vinegar, they're deteriorating. And you need to do something with them, get them scanned somehow, or there's a place in Parma, if you're afraid to mail it out to somewhere, there's a place in Parma called Familyography, and sometimes if it can't be played because of sprocket hole damage, the machines they use don't use the sprockets. So it does a good job. Now we're at the library, we're able to digitize. Right now we can do 8 millimeter and Super 8. We can do VHS and almost all the home market stuff, but occasionally we get professional. Whoops, for my next magical trick. That would make a short presentation. We get the professional videotapes. This is called U-matic. It's 3/4 inch. And this we had to send out to get done, but it's not that expensive. It's about $25 for one of these for every 2 hours. Of course, if you got the home tape that where you put it on the EP speed and you get 6 hours on the tape, that $25 per tape will be multiplied by 3 because it's in 2-hour increments. But we did get some money and we got most of these digitized. Some are from channel 25, some from channel 8. The first thing we're going to show, and this is starting to get a little vinegary. The box says, the can says, grade schools 1930 to 36, teachers. That's not what's in here. So somewhere there's probably a reel that has that. But what was in here is what we're going to show you, and we believe it's still 1936. It's a little bit of a football game, followed by just going down Main Street and some of the other areas of Bedford, and showing the businesses and the people that ran the businesses. And you're encouraged to shout out if you see somebody that you know. Hey, I know that guy. And just shout it out. And the music that I put behind this is from a 1969 recording of the Bedford High School. And let's see, it was conducted by Wesley Thomas and Paul Lawrence. I'm turning the volume down on this so that when you shout out names, we'll be able to pick it up.
What's the year? What year it is?
We're thinking this is 36.
It is 36.
And this was not professionally transferred. This was filmed off the wall. So when there's fast motion, you'll see a ghosting image and stuff. That will not happen if we get it professionally transferred. But like I said, that one reel is going to cost about $150 to get done.
Too bad they don't have the roster. Who is that?
Bedford coach?
Yeah, he's the
Ben
coach.
Sam Hott? Or
Yes, that's it.
I just guessed it.
Those band uniforms. You can't tell where they were playing? You don't know where they were playing?
On a football field.
Well, thank you.
That was a good guess.
Maybe somewhere by Moody, no?
No, it's probably in the old parking lot, because the water tower was in the parking lot with the fire tower. The old student parking lot.
Where at Moody?
Columbus. Columbus and,
Anyone know who they're playing against?
it was in Central School.
Because Moody was the high school.
36, which is, Central was the high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They have to do some equipment out of it.
No, no.
Wow, he's gigantic.
No face mask.
He had no face mask.
No men were men, boys were boys.
Nobody had a face mask back then.
Yeah, we also have 26 reels of game films from the high school, dating back as late as '54. But it's kind of in black and white, it's hard to tell which one's us.
Oh my gosh. Mom graduated in '36. She might be in the college.
Could be.
Oh, okay.
Who's he? Looks important.
Must be the dignitaries of town.
How'd you think?
They all look like teachers.
They work
Being a little strange with skirts or dresses and the women too.
Wanted to see Miller.
I was thinking that was Miller too, but he shows up later, and I think it's just the color.
Shorty, he was short.
I mean, he had a badge, and Miller had a military type uniform, and this guy had a badge. Yeah, you all recognize that place, I'm sure.
I do.
Grew up in Northfield, right? Fairbanks?
Yeah.
It was like,
Probably walking down the street.
it's like Genius and not Genius, where,
He was at the railroad.
the donut shop used to be.
And he,
I guess I couldn't take food on the A&B. That was, Dollar General.
Jeez.
The street was much lower.
That's what lives outside. Yeah. That's what
shady side.
You didn't have dentists back then, I don't think.
Probably didn't have any.
So here's the cop again.
looks different now.
Yeah.
There should still be a car dealership across the street. The Nature's done. How's that love?
That truck was from the Carr Brothers.
Yeah, right.
Moving just as fast as they do now.
ABC line 2, right? Line 32.
Two little heating and cooling.
Sweet shop.
That's good stuff.
Been there a
We had
lot
Marty's
of
last.
times. A lot of times.
Yeah. There's a one in every food, right? You know?
I'm sure that's me.
Youngsters.
This is William Blake and his wife. And they're gone.
Don't they live on Union?
Who's William Blake?
He lived in the house that they called Hill Haven, which is
Wasn't that on Union where
which
the road
is Union.
curves? I
Where
remember.
Raleigh is.
the house harbored slaves during the
He had been on some
Railroad.
gadget for gas stoves or something.
Okay, so look at that, that's before this doorway was added. This is before the front doorway was added and it ended right there.
The need of spiritual. Yeah.
Looks pretty much the same.
That's where I got my driver's license.
Really?
I think
What was it originally? Bless you.
that was upstairs.
It's a Methodist church.
No, that's the church
Oh, church.
on the corner.
On the corner.
Looked really elegant.
We do it. Dinner.
Methodist church. Okay, Christian church.
Yeah, the Christian church.
And that's Larkspur, isn't it? Oh, Bedford.
I think that's a Lindbergh baby, but I'm not sure.
Some of them See that fur?
All of them are merinos.
Yeah.
That gun was just before World War II was started.
Who is it? Familiar.
That looked like a Romino right there.
And that's it for that one.
That was fun.
Now the next one, we scanned this from 8 millimeter. It's Bedford Business Exhibition of 1948. It was held at the YMCA at the time, which it became the Masonic Lodge, and is now the Sikh Temple. And we've got articles from the Bedford Times Register that really covered this thing, so we'll be able to write up some nice narration for this at a later time.
Back when you were a kid running around town.
Yeah, almost.
And this music is just canned music. I think the guy that filmed this tried to do his own built-in fade-ins, fade-outs by just turning off the movie light and turning it back on.
And for radio.
He also needed to work on his focus. That's an ad for someone running for the queen of the exhibition. She didn't win.
Somebody does it. Long Hills Estates.
Oh my God, we all know about those.
For shows?
Sarah's.
Where was this held at?
At the YMCA,
You were in that building? Oh,
which
okay.
is now the
It was
Sikh
inside?
temple,
Okay. Used all the floors there?
probably. That's the queen and her court.
Was this a recurring show or just one of the?
And they talk about at the very end here, looking forward to 49. So whether or not they had a second one or not, I don't know. And I guess they gave away door prizes and free samples and stuff, so a lot of people showed up.
Had to be. Because they run out of the town.
John Lemmel.
I was a little kid, I had a year, just 48, I took it down to the north, basically it was out.
John Lemmel has to be the father of the line. Ran Cloverleaf Speedway.
She looks happy.
Say it's,
It's all Floyd nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
which one was she?
I don't know. Bedford something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Here, I'm wondering stuff in that box. Did you open it?
hard to tell, but that's a TV set.
Accordion player.
Any of these your guys' mothers?
No, I didn't know where that.
And these two girls playing the accordion, I think, will be in the last thing we show. Something from the 1980s. At least there's two ladies with accordions in that, and I can't believe it's somebody else.
This display.
From the newspaper things, we'll be able to find out who those people are.
From the bank.
Just with a little girl walking. This is Bedford. I worked there in high school.
Mr. Providence.
So the idea behind it was like to educate people about the businesses or try to get people to like, what was the whole idea behind it?
Well, let's see where progress has taken them and what's available. Downtown Cleveland, I remember in the 60s, they had a thing called the Parade of Progress, where, a lot of the companies that it wasn't necessarily stores would come, you'd go in and set up something saying, look, this is what we're doing now. We can do this, or, like the Bell Telephone would be talking about, the transatlantic cable and long distance and Telstar and stuff like that. And I think along those lines, that's what this was. If this was held today, it would be all car dealers and tattoo parlors. But,
That's pretty progressive for them back then. Actually impressive.
this next one was also from 8mm, but whoever owned the film had it professionally put on VHS. So we don't have the film, we have the VHS. And it was shot in 55 and 56 by Joe Wawowski. And the VHS copy came from his son, John Warren. And it's Sportsman's Park.
Interesting.
I was showing somebody on a tour of the museum. In the basement, we have some of the midget cars, one of the midget cars, and I was explaining to them, and they sort of got offended because they thought, I was talking about midgets racing the cars. And I said, no, they're midget cars. Full-size people were in them. I'm not calling the people midgets, which is PC. Not good these days, I guess.
Guess they got short with you, huh, Jack?
Jump up and punch me in the kneecap.
That was where the overpass is on that side.
Wasn't this up on Northfield Road, Sportsman Park?
Yeah, this is where MGM Casino is now.
By the Ford Motor Plant?
Yeah, it's
There was
this one.
something.
Northfield Park.
Northfield Park.
Started off
It started out as dog racing.
as
And they would have midget auto races there and then regular
Oh, really?
stock
I was thinking
cars.
John Malone.
Was that considered Walton Hills or Bedford?
55, that's long goes by then, I think.
Oh, Bedford Township.
It's kind of on the county line, and from what I understand, and I don't know if this is true, it was built, the dog track was originally built by mobsters, and in the part of Summit County that they were able to serve alcohol. They couldn't do it in Cuyahoga, but they had a Cuyahoga address, but then part of it being in Summit County, in that part they could serve alcohol.
Let's go racing.
Yeah, safety standard.
Is that again 58?
All 30s cars.
Yeah, they're all 30s.
Pencil stop.
Oh, okay.
Short track, what do you think it is? The size of the track?
Was there like an admission charge or betting charges, or you could bet, or no?
I don't think they had the betting.
Christmas racing stuff. That's what they were betting, but how? They were betting at Golden.
Maybe see your dad.
And in the basement of the museum, we have a lot of the helmets and trophies that some of these guys won.
That's way down south, 224, Route 8.
What year was this, Jack?
This was 55 and 56.
A guy named Bob James used to race there. He's a pretty famous local racer. He raced NASCAR eventually. We had a garage in Maple Heights.
I'll check, see if we got one of his helmets.
You have some pictures of him that I found the first time I visited. I did a piece on him.
keep going in circles.
Someone's cool, right?
Right.
Not a wooded area. They have everything all cleared out like we do now.
Even though these are just home movies, you know, it captures a bit of Bedford history. And if any of you guys out there have anything like that, that, you know, we don't want, you know, Johnny's 3rd birthday, but, you know, if you got any footage of any of the parades that were held or something else, you know, local fires, you know, that brings out the people that have film in their camera. And, you know, we'll digitize it. We can give you back the original. If it fits in Super 8 or 8mm, we can take care of that. Or most of the home VHS or 8mm. Or
Yeah, I have
Okay, this next one, 1959 porno of, oh, I'm sorry, it's a promo. 1959 promo. Sorry to get you guys excited. But it's Bedford High School and the Rotary Club, and a project that the Rotary Club instigated. And it's unfortunately, I don't think anything like this exists at the high school now, because everything's high tech, and this is more into woodworking and, you know, those kind of skills. And this one does have sound. We don't have the original film. This was done from a pneumatic tape that was given to us, and it was something else on the pneumatic tape, and this was at the tail end. And it doesn't have the opening title or the end title.
Bedford has a regular college preparatory program. It also has vocational training. Bedford, Ohio offers something that takes vocational training a good many steps further than the conventional vocational training concept. You see, in 1959, 2 real needs existed in the city of Bedford. Was the unfilled demand on the part of local industry for trained machinists and technicians. The second need was for some real incentive to prevent dropouts in Bedford High School's Industrial Vocational Education Department. Now that's where the Bedford Rotary Club had an idea. Get the management of local industry to cooperate with the high school administration by providing professional training and professional equipment in the high school shops, like the machine shop you see here, and drafting shop, printing shop, metalworking, and woodworking shops. These young men are learning jobs and techniques which are in demand right now by local Bedford industry. Companies like Harry Mackey Builders, Lear Siegler, Ford Motor Company Stamping Plant, Bedford Lithograph Corporation, the BL Marble Furniture Company, Stallwood Rubber Company, and Bedford Gear and Machine Products. Any student who completes the Bedford Industrial Vocational course will find a good-paying job waiting for him. Is it any wonder then that among Bedford High School students, the dropout rate in 1962 was only 4.8%, compared with the national average of 8.7%. The first step in organizing the Bedford Plan was to secure the cooperation of high school and industry. With Rotary as the key to open doors, this phase went smoothly. The next step was to find a good starter project, one that would capture the imagination and interest of the industrial and vocational students and provide the largest fulfillment for the needs of a given industry in Bedford. The starting project was the building of a Bedford mechanical drive prototype. Bedford Gear gave the students the plans for their mechanical drive. This was followed by donations of equipment, supervision and training by other Bedford industries, and the ball had really started to roll. As you will notice in this film, Bedford High's program emphasizes the machine shop. Some of the equipment you have seen was bought from government surplus, and some was donated by Bedford industry. But Bedford High also includes courses in drafting, architecture, printing, metalworking, and woodworking. Additional courses are planned which include electricity and electronics and a complete work-study program. A most important step is to shape a plan of this sort in such a way as to maintain and stimulate the interest and enthusiasm of all concerned. Industry has to be kept aware of its stake in the operation, and Rotary is of great importance here in planning to maintain communications between the people of management and the faculty at the school. On the other hand, the students must have their goals constantly pointed up to them in order to generate something like the burning ambition of a great athlete. Of course, the final step in a plan like the Bedford Plan is to give public and significant recognition to the students who excel. This helps to build a tradition of extra effort toward craft achievement among the students. In Bedford, this is accomplished each year by an awards dinner to which the faculty, parents, students, and Rotary are invited. Awards are given to superior students in each area of specialization in the school's industrial vocational educational plan. A special award is given to the student who has excelled in all of the courses offered. So that's the way the Bedford Plan works, a program that goes a long way toward filling the crying needs for trained personnel in this age where untrained personnel are often hopelessly unemployable. Many people and organizations were responsible for getting it started, but certainly a major share of the thanks go to Rotarians like Warren Miller and Sam Hutt and Bernard Raymer, and to Ernest Petrilli, Supervisor of Industrial Vocational Education at Bedford High, and William Vorlicki, Principal of Bedford High School. As the result of the discussions among administration, faculty, industrial management, and Rotary, the Bedford Plan came to life. And today, flourishing Bedford industry can look to the graduating classes of Bedford High School for many of the trained people it needs. The big event of the year, as we already mentioned, is the awards dinner. In this film, you will see that the auditorium of Bedford High is host to a large group of parents, students, Rotarians, and industrialists come to honor the outstanding students in the 6 divisions of the Industrial Education Department. Ernest Petrilli began the presentation ceremonies with words of praise for the special awards winners. And then came the actual presentation with each boy receiving 2 trophies, one to keep at home and one for school. For architecture, from Harry Mackey Builders to Carlton Buck. For drafting, from Lear Siegler to Ben Lutkus. For metalworking, from Ford Motor to Ray Hollis. For graphic arts and printing, from Bedford Lithograph to Jim Snyder. For woodworking, from B.L. Marble Furniture to Richard Edge. For vocational machine shop, from Bedford Gear and Machine Products to Jim Deal. And for the Outstanding Award of the Year for overall performance, the Industrial Education Award from the Stalwart Rubber Company to Bob Dietrichs. You may ask, has the Bedford Plan really paid off in terms of its value to the community, to the high school, and to industry? The people in Bedford don't have to guess in order to see the results. To date, not a single vocational industrial graduate has failed to find the job he seeks in industry. Local industry has found the reward of community service plus a steady reservoir of trained and skillful people. And finally, Rotary has the satisfaction of once again serving the community. That's our story. The story of how a group of people with intelligence and ingenuity solved a vital community problem and put the city of Bedford, Ohio on the road to a prosperous economic future.
I know at the beginning I said it was from 59, but when they mentioned the 62 dropout rates, it's obviously, 62, 63, somewhere in there.
The shop teachers yield a pretty mean board, the boarding people. They're strong.
And did they have all their fingers? That's how you know if you had a good shop teacher. He had all his fingers.
Drill the holes in them.
Yeah, get the blood out of the fingernails. If you hadn't been in shop, you don't know what we're talking about. But, okay, the next one, again, is from a pneumatic tape. We do, in this case, we do have the original 16 millimeter. But again, it's going to cost money to get that transferred. It is shot silent, and so I put music behind it. There is a section in there, though, that has magnetic audio to it, and we don't have the capability of running something that has magnetic audio and picking up that sound. So until we do, that section is still silent. This is going to be Big Chuck and Houlihan against the teachers of Bedford. And you're going to see the Block B girls doing some of their stuff. Was anybody here a Block B girl?
I was.
Do you remember any of the routines?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do them.
The reason I ask is we have two 16 millimeter reels of the girls going through all their routines. And there's a sheet of paper there that says what the routines were, but it's silent.
Okay.
So get your friends who are sitting next to you, and maybe we can redub some of this in.
Okay.
When do you think they started the Block B? In the 60s?
I have no idea.
Well, I graduated in '75, and I was one of the last Block B. I think we were the last Block B.
Well,
There might have been one after us, but I don't think so.
This would be the late 60s.
Yeah, I do. I was green. I was a green shirt. So I was actually the B.
That means you were coordinated, right?
Oh, sure, the shorts are.
Oh, Leffler. Oh, my God.
Long Beach.
Right there, the one without the glasses, with the shaking hands.
This is the section that would have been in sound. And I'm surprised, even though this was from the U-matic tape from Channel 8, that they didn't get the sound. So it's very possible that they didn't record the sound. Well, we won't know until we get it on a projector that can read it. You guys got smart.
Bedford's still alive, he's in Florida and the Villages, I think it is.
Okay, now this last one, it's pretty short. It's from 1980. They had when they tore down Moody, just before they tore it down, they had the biggest class reunion. It was open to anybody that went there, because it used to be Bedford High School, and then it became Moody when they built the new one. So they had a bunch of different generations there.
Did you go? No, I didn't go.
Maddie Majors is live with the CityCam unit and explains that people have come from far and wide. Maddie?
Kathy, I'm standing in the cafeteria of Moody Junior High School, which used to be Old Bedford High School between 1922 and 1958. And you're right, it's the biggest class reunion we ever heard of. 37 years of graduates who are here for the final reunion in this school. And of course, they're calling this big reunion, Thanks for the Memories.
There's the ladies.
And as you walk down the halls of the school, you could see that every room was a memory. The different classes had set up hospitality suites to welcome their old friends and old staff members. You walked through the halls, you saw all types of pictures, special photographs, and special programs. And it was very nice to see old friends that they hadn't seen for many, many years. And of course, it was a lot of work that went behind this. 2,000 people showed up from 36 states and even from Canada. And there are two ladies who are very special as far as the work goes, Marilyn Ridgway and Donna Ferschlinger, and they worked very hard on this. Marilyn, how did you make this thing a reality? What made you think of this?
I had been working in school community relations here at Moody for a long time, and I wanted to take a negative effect, or what could be a negative effect on the community, and turn it into a positive, and I think it's happened.
Donna, when she told you that she wanted to do this, what did you think of Marilyn?
Was not going to work. With a real lot of effort on both our parts, Marilyn organized it well, and we've been able to pull it off tonight.
And this is a man who's traveled all the way from Washington, complete with Ash. He's Lee Osmond. Lee, you were here last year for a reunion, but this is the final one for the school. How do you feel? Is this very special to you?
It's very special to me, and I would do it next week again if I had to, because it's just a lot of fun. I'm seeing a lot of people I haven't seen in 30 years.
And I think, too, that you're going to see a lot of people tonight you may not see again, too. Thank you very much. It's a fabulous affair, the social event of the year for the people here in Bedford, and certainly the social event of the year for the graduates from 1922 to 1958 from Old Bedford High School. This is Maddie Majors reporting live from Bedford for News Center 8.
Yeah, I remember.
Ed Walker China.
Yeah.
And that's it for today.
Good job. We have cookies and coffee, and this was a movie, so we have movie candy over here.